Hello, pile number one. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing what makes you powerful. What are your power moves that make you stand out? So let's start today's reading. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. Let's begin. So, pile number one, you got Scorpion. For the animal, this is fire energy. It's interesting, we get fire, right? But in astrology, Scorpio is a water sign, though it's ruled by Mars, which is a fiery planet. So I feel like Scorpio has that duality of fire and water both. Here we have the Lovers. This is 6. I don't know why I wanted to say 6 of Cups, but we do have the number 6. Maybe it's significant for some of you. We connect Lovers with Gemini. So you guys, pile number one, you could have placements in Scorpio or Gemini. Now, what makes you powerful? Actually, I want to read the card. Let me see the guidebook, what it says. It says passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. When in balance, violent, free, fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty, forgiveness. Don't hold on to grudges. So what makes you powerful? I think it's your personality, who you are. You could have strong Scorpio placements in your chart. You're the sort of person who's a bit fiery and you have a strong presence about you. I think people are drawn towards you. You could be someone who can also be a passionate lover, very romantic. You could have like a strong opinion or influence on your partners in general. You're the sort of person, pile number one, who leaves an impression on people. So even if you break up with someone, your ex would always remember you. There's something about leaving an impression, leaving a memory upon others. And your partners could really see you as a powerful being, and you exert a lot of influence in your relationships on your partners. Strong influence. A lot of people could be drawn towards you. Maybe they want to date you, be with you, or people become obsessive about you. And in the keywords it says you're someone who tends towards isolation, right? So you come across as independent and people want more of you. They're drawn towards you. So naturally you command power, because what happens is the person who has the least, we can say, even in relationships, I've heard this quote where people say the one who cares less has the more power. That's your energy. You don't tend to care too much about people around you, or you're not impressed by people, you're not influenced by people, you have independent thinking. So naturally, by the way of your personality, you tend to become more powerful because you care less and you don't chase validation, you don't chase people's approval. So naturally, people tend to respect you because of this, and they highly regard you because of this as well. And you seem very passionate. Whatever you speak about, you speak with the sense of knowledge. You come from a place of knowledge. So you're very well researched. If you're into something and you're speaking, giving your opinion on something, it's a well-formed, or I should say well-informed opinion. So people just know if pile number one is saying something, they're stating their opinion, or they're discussing something important. I know they've looked into it and they're coming from a place of information and not just making a remark or trying to show off their knowledge, anything like that. You're someone who naturally commands respect that way. So, and you also give off this energy of a person who's wise. So your wisdom really is your power move, in the sense that you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and it's not just intellectual, bookish knowledge, but also spiritual knowledge, we can say. So pile number one, you have a strong aura, you have a strong presence. You would also notice a lot of people copy you, imitate you, especially your partners. If you get into a relationship with someone, you would notice that your partners start talking like you, dressing like you, they start mirroring your energy. They're very much into your interests as well, having those hobbies, whatever hobby that you have, and however you pass your time, your partner will also pick up on it. and they would want to engage in that activity or hobby as well. You naturally have a bit of this dominating energy without being dominating. It's just you take up the space, and people tend to kind of make way for you, or like cow down to you. What is that phrase? I'm not sure, but I've heard it somewhere. So yeah, people kind of give you the pedestal in that way. That's what I'm getting. We have here, it says aspirant, it says ambition, diligence, setbacks. We have the captain, taking command, teamwork. So you're the natural leader. Like I said, people just give up that energy to you. They just let you take the lead. Something about you, because you seem very informed, you seem mature, you seem like an old wise person. So naturally people would go to you and be like, hey, you tell us what to do, you take the charge, you take the command. There's something about your presence, your personality, pile number 1, that people just trust, and they want to listen to you, they want to follow your lead. And they also feel like you're a team player. You're the sort of person who has good morals, and you would take care of every person. You don't come across as selfish, because earlier we read that Scorpion tends to have few loyal friends. You just have that sense of loyalty that oozes off of you. Then aspirant, here it says ambition. So see, you're an ambitious, passionate person. You're very particular about things. And here it says diligence. You're very diligent about your work. As I mentioned, when you talk about something, you're very well informed on it. So you're very diligent, very sincere about your responsibilities, about your work, how you're perceived by people, how you come off, what are your promises, everything you take very sincerely and seriously. And a lot of people tend to mirror your energy, copy you, imitate you. Just being you, who you are as a person, you command a lot of respect. You're a powerful persona. You have strong aura. Libra, again, that same Lovers message here, because Libra, we connect with 7th house, the house of dating, marriage, partner, all of that. So naturally, you're someone where people will copy you, listen to you, people want to work with you. I'm getting that message again and again. People want to work with you, learn from you, follow your lead, because you command respect by who you are, your personality. It's not something that you do purposefully, it's who you are. And your power move would always be to take the lead, take the charge. And the more people imitate you in terms of the number of people, know that the more powerful you are, pile number 1. Here we have Taurus. It says, the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy and productive, yet relaxed and slow. This is your energy. And remember, Taurus and Scorpio sit opposite to each other. So that energy is mirrored. Maybe some of you picking this pile, maybe you have placements in Taurus. Others of you could have placements in Scorpio. But that message repeats here. Same energy. By way of aspect also. This is the opposition aspect playing out. So you're someone who comes across as stable, grounded person. This is also fixed sign, if I'm not wrong, Taurus. And Scorpio is also fixed. So you're dependable, reliable. People believe you, people trust you, people also feel at ease in your presence. And coming back to Taurus, this is also about speech. We can even connect the Gemini element that came out here with the Lovers. Speech, communication. So you command respect by your voice, your speech, the way you speak. Certain people, they seem very sincere. And when they speak, everyone shuts up. You have that energy. Maybe you have a deep voice, you have a voice that's something about it feels very warm. It feels like grown up, mature. I don't know. Either it's your tonality, it's your cadence, it's your speech, your accent, something about your voice. It commands respect, or the way you speak, the words that you use. So make use of it. This is, we can say, one of your power moves is your speech. Here we have Crone, number 8. We have the Stone. Stone, again, same message repeating here. I earlier mentioned here 2 fixed signs, right? Fixed signs, fixed energy. Stone again speaks about fixed person who's reliable, dependable, believable, also stubborn. If you make up your mind, you follow through with that. You're someone who likes a bit of a challenge. You're not someone who gets scared easily or you get frightened easily. If you make up your mind, you follow through on that. You might be less flexible. Maybe it's something you can work on. And also what happens is, if let's say you give a threat to someone, they would feel threatened. You're someone where if you say something, it means a lot. It has weight to it. Stone, heavy. Right? So, people feel threatened by your presence. And if you get upset, you get mad at someone, that person definitely has something to worry about. There's certain other people who get upset at you and the next day they're back being friends with you. You are not that sort of a person. You might even hold on to grudges. Same message we got earlier also. Like the Scorpio can be resentful. Let me see. Jealous, resentful, unresolved. Let me show you. Forgiveness to bring into balance. You're someone who holds a grudge and you can also get upset perhaps sometimes easily. And you're stubborn. You make up your mind, you follow through with that. And see, there's so many cards. There's a concept of confluence. I teach it in my tarot course. If anyone's interested, you can reach out to me. But the way I do my readings, I like to use a bunch of different cards from different decks. And I notice what's the same message coming out again and again. That's the major theme of the reading, or we can say that's a major message. So what is the major message? We had Taurus, second house of speech. We had Gemini with the Lovers. Again, communication. Then we see here birds. Again, we see a bird. We have Libra, which is air element. Again, communication, speech. So same message is repeating here with so many different symbols, so many different decks. It's your speech, it's your voice, it's your communication style that commands respect, makes you powerful. It's also your wisdom, because the crone we connect with wisdom. Some of you could be light workers. Pile number 1, you could be someone who can read your own tarot cards. If you're ever confused, I think you should buy a deck and read for yourself. You can get some ideas there. You have spiritual knowledge. Maybe you can read, you have psychic abilities. Maybe you're into astrology, you can read someone's chart. Maybe you can read tarot cards. Or some other esoteric tool you can make use of. Maybe you're good with spell work also. And also whenever you feel like your energy is getting drained and you want to protect your energy, wearing like a protective amulet or the evil eye bracelet or something like that, that will protect your energy. So you should invest in that. But you have that wise knowledge. Earlier I said you command respect. People respect you. People see you as a wise person. So that crone is that exact same energy. We even see a blackbird, which makes me think of Saturn. Saturn is the older, wiser person. And even stone, heaviness. Stone is, I think, we connect in Vedic astrology stones with Saturn. And it's also believed that certain people, we give a remedy for different stones for different planets if you want to fix them. Now, it's believed, actually I heard somewhere, it only works if you have a good Saturn. So stones will work in your favor if you have a good Saturn. If gemstones don't give you good results, it means your Saturn is weak. You should not be buying gemstones. So crystals even in this case. So yeah, try it out. If you feel like, oh, it's all bogus, stones don't work, crystals don't work, maybe it's your Saturn, maybe it's your chart. They're not meant to work for you. For someone else, they can definitely work. So that's a separate message I was getting. Overall, some of you could also have Jeshta placements. I'm getting that energy. And you have spiritual knowledge and wisdom, like I said earlier. Next up, we have koala, empathy. Did I just spit all over that? Speak less, listen more. This is your ability. See, you're a good listener. I think you could be a good listener. That also makes people speak more to you, speak freely with you. You have emotional intelligence. I can clearly see that. And you could be, like I said, a light worker, or you can be a healer of some sort. Let's say therapist, psychologist. You can pick up on people's emotions. People open up to you naturally because you have healer energy. So they come to you, they open up, they share their experiences, challenges in life. They feel understood by your presence. So you have the divine wisdom. You have that feminine wisdom also, pile number 1. Okay, so make use of it. You're very empathetic. That's why you make a good leader also, because people trust you, people find you reliable, and you also care about your team. That would make you a good team leader. But this, even take it as advice. Speak less, listen more. And this also speaks about spiritual knowledge and wisdom, because it comes in that wisdom, that intuition comes in when we're quiet. Let's look at some tarot to finish it off. We have Death card. This is also the Scorpio energy. Some of you could have Magha placements also, Magha Nakshatra, 8th house placements, Scorpio placements. We have Queen of Cups and we have Queen of Swords. So the Queen energy is repeating here. See, just now I had said, I love, you might think I know these cards, but I forget. And they're sitting on the side, right on top of it. But I'm just looking at this. And then the same message comes up with the next card. So I find that very funny. I just said you have feminine knowledge or something about feminine intelligence, and two queens coming out. So emotional knowledge and intellectual knowledge. You possess both. You can be logical, practical in life, but you can also tune into the spirit. You can listen to your own intuition. You can understand people's emotions. One of the qualities you also possess is you can read people's energy, their body language, even their mind perhaps. So these are the qualities that make you powerful. Make use of these qualities in a good way for the betterment of people, to help them out, or use it to your advantage, not someone else's disadvantage. Keep that in mind. Death here speaks about transformation. Scorpio energy again. You're someone who's not afraid of the dark. You're not afraid of challenges. You're not afraid of difficult emotions, difficult situations. You rise up at the moment of reckoning. You're someone people can count on, and you have a bit of grit to you. Pile number 1. You can face difficult emotions also. You channel them well towards your own benefit. This is a good quality to have. You also are not afraid of doing shadow work, working on your fears, getting better overall. You're someone who's intuitive, self-aware also. These are your qualities you keep on improving as a person over time. And you're someone where you're invested in things beyond just the superficial. This makes you special because you see beyond the veil. See the girl pulling the curtain. Because she's seeking deeper knowledge. It feels scary, it feels intimidating, the person is open to it. That's your power. That is what makes you powerful. Who you are, what you're seeking, what are the things that you value. So I like this pile. I really resonate with this energy. I also pulled one card just for final advice. Here we have Rebirth of Lord Ganesha, correcting your mistakes. It is the right time to accept your mistake and put your efforts in correcting those mistakes instead of regretting. This is you. You learn from your mistakes, you improve over time. And this is interesting. If you remember that story where Shivji kind of removed Lord Ganesha's head and then he replaces it with an elephant's head. So this is about removal of ego, because the head represents ego. And elephants also we connect with a bit of spiritual knowledge. So now Ganesh is more grounded, more knowledgeable, but also less egoistic. So remove your ego. You have good qualities, but don't let it get to your head. Don't become egoistic. Pile number 1, that is the message for you. And learn from your mistakes, correct your mistakes over time. You will even thrive more in your life. So this will make you more powerful. This was the reading. I hope it resonated with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Like the video, subscribe, share the video. These things help my channel grow. If you want to help me, really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 2, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what makes you powerful. What are your power moves? So yeah, let's start. This is the card that came out for you. You got 2 animal cards. So you got gazelle. This is fire element. Remember, it's a general reading. Not every single message is for you. Keep that in mind. We have the whale also, water element, fire, water. And then you also got hermit, number 9. So let's first look at the guidebook. I feel called towards reading the guidebook. So the keywords are heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable, supreme grace, beauty, elegance, sophistication. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, artistic. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga. What's yin yoga? A cozy home, good food. Let's look at whale real quick. For whale, it says desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom, emotional health and stability, emotional expression. Okay, they overcome many challenges. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply passionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into old story. To bring into balance, regular self-care. I'm picking up the energy of reinvention with this pile. Something about evolving, getting better with time. Something about learning, growing, leveling up. There's also this energy of independence with this pile. With hermit and the whale, I'm just getting this energy of a person who really finds a lot of answers to their questions in isolation. You could be a person where maybe you're not considered the most powerful. People might look at you and they find you someone sweet, welcoming, likable, not intimidating. They're drawn towards you. You could also be a person who gets drained easily by spending a lot of time with people. You need isolation. You need to recharge your batteries, pile number 2. I think people can pull on your energy. You can also get distracted, influenced. You're someone who might be generous, so people could take advantage of that as well. You're someone, the more you spend time by yourself, you embrace your energy, you become self-sufficient, and you learn to enjoy your own company, the more you will excel in life. You find a lot of answers to your deeper questions in life, especially things about life purpose, faith, what to believe in, what's the purpose of life, what's the meaning of life, these sort of questions. I think you should be looking for the answer to these questions. Something about life purpose that I'm picking up here. Hermit also tells me you're an intelligent person, but you might not get your due if you spend too much time with other people around you. Maybe they take up they overshadow you, or they take credit for things. They could even treat you like a pushover. So you need to protect your energy. See, we see the shell here. And whale is also bottom of the ocean. So by itself. Actually, it's making me think of a person that I follow on Instagram. He is a yogi. And he always speaks about how he doesn't make friends, he doesn't spend time with people, he spends time by himself, and he loves yoga, Ayurveda, like a spiritual sort of a lifestyle. I don't know why I'm thinking of him looking at this reading, and he's not even a celebrity, he's just like a random content creator. So that's the energy I'm getting with you, pile number 2. I think you're a bit different. You might struggle with finding like-minded people. You're different, you're unique. People don't get you and they drain your energy quite a bit. Especially some people can take advantage of you. You're also someone who learns from your own mistakes instead of, let's say, other people, or I don't know, just this energy of certain people who learn by themselves or who do better in life by being more individualistic. That's your power. Just understanding your own mind, your own soul, your purpose. This will bring you power. I'm also drawn towards the sun in the back. So it's like you are your own sun. Sun also represents soul in Vedic astrology. So finding your soul purpose, finding something to really get behind, an issue or a movement or something, a belief, that will help you excel in life. I'm also noticing the card on the side. It says the priest, perseverance, faith. So it's important you have faith in your life, something you believe in, something that's connected to your fate. It says the fate, accepting help, guidance. You're looking for guidance. You might also struggle, some of you, pile number 2, finding a guru or a guide or a person that you really respect their opinions and you learn from them. You follow their word and advice. You might be someone, you might come across a lot of people, but you don't respect their opinion or you don't follow. They seem like a scammer to you. You don't have that belief in other people, but you're searching for that someone who can be a mentor or a guide or someone you can look up to. You might not have a hero. That's the energy I'm getting. So I think you should learn to accept help when it seems right. You might also should try to look for a mentor or a guru. Pile number 2. So I think you should look for guidance, and you can be your own guide also. For those of you, maybe you it really depends. Certain people are not meant to find a guru. in particular lifetimes, all of that. But Hermit, you can figure out your own answers to your questions. We have here Saturn and Capricorn both. So you could have a strong Saturn in your chart. Capricorn also speaks about, it's ruled by Saturn, so that energy is being mirrored here. Let's keep it here. So Saturn is also about going away, like that energy of retreating from something. So this is not social energy. And your dharma, your duty in life, what is your purpose, what is your duty, what you want to be known for, what is the legacy you want to leave behind. Spirit is again saying your power resides in your duty, your dharma. If you are not sure what the word dharma means, you should look it up. But duty, it's like a simple description for it, a simple word to describe dharma. Your purpose in life. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Here it says discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones. Saturn rules bones, maturity, gravity, scaffolding. So you're someone who's meant to just focus on work. What are you doing? And you might have that energy also where you're slightly more serious than the average person. You're concerned with deeper questions in life. You're someone who gets a lot of, let's say, satisfaction out of work, of being useful, of being productive. Work is important to you. You might find your identity through your work. So power comes through with working hard, making achievements, and being useful to people around you, and just in general leaving something behind. You came onto this earth, you want to leave it better, or at least you want to have a net positive impact. That could be something important to you. Your work is grounds you, makes you feel more powerful also. We have here the unseen and the empty room. So this tells me clearly you have a lot of potential. Empty room speaks about this potential. There's so much room for growth. Unseen also, you could have good intuition, you could have good foresight. You might be someone who can, maybe sometimes you can predict things. Maybe you can be a little psychic that way. Or you just follow your inner voice, your inner truth, your gut feeling. That will bring you potential. That will bring you that result you're looking for. Achieving your potential, I should say. You can also be a person who's good at scouting talent. You see that talent in people. You see the unseen potential. There's something about you where you have that, something about you special, where you can see the hidden things. You can read people perhaps, or you can have a good idea of future, where you want to go. What are you working towards, your goals? So materializing thing, manifestation also. Bringing things and ideas into reality. That's your power. You invest in the right things. You have a very good, perhaps a good decision making quality is there. We have elephant, resolve. You will overcome any obstacles. It's not focusing. Elephant is connected with Bharani Nakshatra, by the way. And if I'm not wrong, Uttarashada. Maybe Chitra, I'm not sure. Someone let me know. But this again speaks about overcoming obstacles. Reminds me of Lord Ganesha also. He's come out in pile number 1 and 3. So that energy is being felt here throughout the reading in all 3 piles. But just keep moving forward like the elephant does. And you're good at problem solving also, pile number 2. Your power is your ability to work hard, to persevere, to have faith in your belief, in your dreams, in your goals, to depend on yourself. You don't need others to depend upon. And you have good intuition. You're hardworking. You overcome challenges in life. Saturn also can delay things, gives results late, also makes a person wise. And hard work, perseverance. Things don't come easy to you, pile number 2. But you work for it, you enjoy it. Here for tarot, you got Emperor, Aries energy. And Saturn gets debilitated in Aries. That's why it's perhaps speaking about difficulty also. So power through hard work, power through perseverance, kind of like rags to riches sort of a story. It's not been handed to you. Things have not been easy for you. So you gain a lot of experience along your journey. And you have your self-made also, pile number 2. So we have here temperance, wheel of fortune. So growth in life, patience also. You're a patient person. See, temperance speaks about slow movement sometimes and just being patient with it. Following your heart, and you know it will come to you. I know things will work out. I know I will make it big. Even wheel of fortune can speak about divine timing. Everything will happen at the right time. You see the lesson also in mistakes. So there's a quote, I either win or I learn. I never lose. I think that's the quality you carry, pile number 2. It makes you powerful because you're someone, you have all the resources. You have the shield to protect yourself. You have the sword to fight also, to attack and to defend. You have all the resources. You can count on yourself. You're self-made. You're independent. You're a powerhouse basically. And you've learned by yourself through trials and tribulations. You're someone, even whatever your background may be, people coming from your walk of life or who are on the same level as you see life differently than those people. Your lens is very different. You see opportunities, you see potential, you see yourself becoming successful by doing things or playing this game of life differently than others. You count on yourself, you back yourself, and this is what brings you abundance and prosperity. Wheel of Fortune is obviously a positive card. That rags to riches sort of mentality, you have that. This is really nice. I also pulled one last card for advice from this deck. It says delays, wait for the right time. See, with Saturn I was speaking about delays, and here also patience, overcoming obstacles, improving. And this also speaks about change of time. It says delays, wait for the right time. This time is not suitable for you right now. Avoid starting anything new and do not fall in any argument. This could be advice for someone who's watching. If you want to start something new, maybe wait a little bit, at least 1 month. That's a message I'm getting. But overall, see, there's a strong theme of Saturn here. You learn through hard work. If things came to you early in life, you would not become the person you're meant to be. You will not achieve your highest potential. So early successes could delay your ultimate success. That's an advice. Some of you could have Uttara Falguni placements also. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you. I hope this resonated. Pile number 2, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Take it in your stride. Take it as a positive reading. Wish you all the best. You can also book a reading with me, or everything will be linked down in the description. Thank you for watching. You can like, share, subscribe. That helps support the channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 3. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing what makes you powerful. What are your power moves that make you stand out? Now, for today's reading, take the message that resonates. Ignore what doesn't. This is a general reading. Keep that in mind. So let's start. You got the peacock. This is air element. Some of you could have Mars in an air sign. We have here 7 of Wands. So I just want to start out by quickly just reading the guidebook for peacock. It says inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, confident and kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations to bring into balance. Meditate on the navel. So even here I was getting this energy of a person standing out. See, all the wands are on the side and then this one is lit up. There's something about you clearly that lights you up, or you have a glow. You're someone special, pile number 3. You could have specific qualities where people really respect that or compliment you on it, and they'll be like, you have this XYZ quality, I could never do that. I could never cultivate that. So something about your particular qualities that makes you stand out. You will also be a person. Maybe your power move really is pretty privilege. With peacock, it does speak about beauty, grace, elegance, the outer appearance here. So some of you could definitely have pretty privilege, or something about your features, your face, your body, or something about your appearance where people trust you or they like you. It creates a positive impact even before you opening your mouth. I'm getting that. You're also someone who naturally, there could be multiple people picking this pile who have very different personality from one another, but whoever you are, you tend to stand out because of who you are. See here, this message, you have a spark, you have a glow about you, something special, and clearly good looks as well. Appearance, maybe your fashion, something, some statement, some signature, something about you is remarkable, memorable is what I'm getting. And see, you see beauty in all people. You're very accepting towards people. You have a generosity, you have a kind spirit, you're generous, you're open to people. You let go of resentment, you forgive people. You are the sort of person who would take the higher road, or what is it called? High road. You forgive people. You're kind, compassionate, very sweet person, and you see goodness in everyone. And see, it said in the guidebook, not everyone has reached that level of acceptance. So I think it's also inner work. How people say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're the sort of person who sees beauty in everyone and everything, whereas people might fail to see it. So they're surprised by you. Your perspective on things and life is different. I think this is your power, where you can connect with people and you have a different lens on life. That is what makes you powerful. You are also someone who can charm people, be very charismatic as well, impress people. Here it says, I don't know how to pronounce that, hiding your true self, projection. See here, we have masks. And we have vengeance, overcoming slights, and a choice. So 2 things I'm picking up. Firstly, you're the sort of person, if someone, let's say, disrespects you, tries to trigger you, or is like an enemy of you or something like that, you're the sort of person who would take that negative emotion or negative energy and use it as fuel. And it might like light a fire within you. You're someone who can call people out also if they're being fake. You can pick up on who's fake, who's real, who's genuine. And when people come at you with negative energy, try to fight you, try to compete with you, it really lights a fire within you, and you try to prove a point. Hey, okay, so you're messing with me, you're triggering me, you're doubting my capabilities or calling me out, taking a shot at me. Now let me show you. So you're someone who can turn a negative situation, negative energy also, and use it as fuel to your advantage. You have that capability. You like to prove people wrong. You like to prove point also, like proving your own point. And perhaps because you're good looking, you also have this desire to be known for your brains also, and people making assumptions about you, you want to prove them wrong. You like proving people wrong. That's your power, where someone tries to fight you and you turn it in a positive. You use it to your advantage, and you find inspiration, you find motivation in things where other people might fail to see it. And you have all these different talents as well, or just you can be diplomatic, but you can be a fighter. You have this duality which works in your favor. Pile number 3. Speaking of duality, we have Mercury. Mercury also rules the 6th house of Virgo. You could have exalted Mercury. Your intelligence shines through. You're an intelligent person. You're also someone who picks up things very quickly. You're a quick learner. Always learning, always getting better. Your communication could also be impressive. You hold power through your communication, your skills, your intellect. These are the qualities that bring you power, make you feel more powerful. You have good banter, maybe good sense of humor. You connect people through communication. And then 6th house, it's again the house we compete in. It's connected with work, service, competition, enemies, people that we don't get along with. This is the area of in our life where we fight We show our warrior mentality, which is something you have. Peacock is also connected to the planet of Mars, and Mars is the fighter, the warrior. It says the work, health, and duty area of your life. I feel there's a duality also within you where you can be a great friend. Mercury is the friend, but if someone is being competitive, you can be a great fighter or like an enemy also. So it's up to you which mask you want to wear with whom. 6th house, Mercury getting exalted here. It can show a person who's very organized, very thought out, planned. So you're not someone who's like fueled by emotion, where someone pisses you off and you're acting weird and behaving emotionally. But no, you look at the situation very logically and you really go at it with a very planned sort of a perspective. You're very thorough, good at problem solving also. And you're the sort of person, if let's say someone passes a remark towards you, they give you like a backhanded compliment, you really come through and embarrass the person with your remark. Like you give it back to them to the point where they would never do it again to you. Pile number 3. So you're someone, pile number 3, where, see, again, I'm picking up duality. You can be a friend, you can be a fighter. You can be the sweet looking person. I feel like some of you could even look younger than your age, or you could have a bit of softness in your feature. Something about you seem very soft, gentle, and you are compassionate, so people might mistake you as a soft target. But when it really comes down to it, you're someone who will go for broke. You will really show them their place. You're not the soft, sweet, innocent person that you come across. You have that fire within you as well. You really shine in competition. You really shine when someone tries to challenge you. So you can turn like a negative sort of a situation into a positive. Here we have the seed, speaks about potential growth, a seed, something you can invest in and it can turn into something significant. Speaking of significant, we have mountain. Some of you could have Moon Ketu conjunction, Moon Saturn conjunction also. But you're someone, see, here I see a person working in the field. So kind of like working on the seed that you plant and it grows. You're tending to the tree. You're making it work and prosper in life. It just shows a journey to me. A softer person then turning into that fighter. Maybe you're becoming your highest version as well. Person who will be successful in life. There's this energy about you where, see, Mercury is exalted. So this can definitely speak about a person who does well in life. You become this exalted person, the one at the top. See, exalted person, exalted individual. Mountain is formidable person, someone you don't want to mess with, someone you don't want to fight with. You don't want to get into the bad books of a person like you, pile number 3. And you rise to the top also. This speaks about elevation in life, going from this tiny seed and then turning something into the mountain. There's also a quote where I come from, I think it's in English also, turning a mountain out of a molehill, is it? Or something like that. Someone please correct me in the comments. So you're someone who can take this tiny little remark and really try to prove a point. Like almost petty. You could be a little petty, by the way, pile number 3. But you work it to your advantage. So it's not bad, I guess. I wish I had a clever story. I think there was some celebrity who was really petty and I don't know. I think there's a nice example for this. Someone who turned like a tiny little thing into, let's say like Taylor Swift, when Kim Kardashian came for her and leaked her audio, she turned it into that whole snake thing and her tour and everything. So she really made it into a big deal. So I guess that could be an example. But taking something tiny and turning it into something massive, that is good for you in a way. So that's something I see here where you can really go off. You can really become obsessed with chasing a goal and proving people wrong. Here we have Lord Ganesha. Actually, this was supposed to be the last card, but anyway, Ganesh also speaks about overcoming obstacles, fighting, and also intellect. We connect him, one of the deities for intellect and education. Embrace the prospect of a fresh beginning, as Lord Ganesha has effectively cleared away all previous obstacles, paving a clear path to success. So this is a positive sign, pile number 3. Maybe someone needed to hear that message. Here we have kangaroo, gratitude. It's funny, today in pile number 1 we had koala, now we have kangaroo. So the Australian animals are coming out today. But yeah, be grateful for all you are blessed with. I think you are a grateful person. You have gratitude. If you engage more in this energy, more will come to you. So always have gratitude, pile number 3. Let's look at the tarot to finish the reading off. Speaking of gratitude, we see this person standing in this prayer pose. This is nice. We have Empress. This is a person who makes things better, improves things. That Mercury exalted is just that energy of improving things, improving in life, making things better around you, also seeing the beauty in other people. There's a grace, there's a confidence about you. See, coming back to the beauty of the peacock also here, and Empress together. You're nice as long as someone's nice to you. If someone crosses you, you'll go for them for sure. But overall, you have this energy of Empress within you. Someone creative, someone who can make things happen, successful, abundant, kind, sweet, compassionate. That's your energy. Graceful and grateful. We have Ace of Cups. You're a creative person. You can also express things really well. Self-expression is nice. Sorry, I'm burping. Your creativity also brings a special flair to you. Your power comes from expressing yourself, self-expression, connecting with people, sharing ideas, sharing your thoughts and opinions. You could be a person who can do well on the social media or something like that. People will connect with you. We have Hierophant, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, someone who's rooted, connected to their ancestry, to their roots, which is nice. I think your ancestors bless you, pile number 3. Your lineage could be powerful. We have King of Coins here. So someone good with money also. I've noticed people who have exalted Mercury, they tend to be really good with accounts, money, keeping a check on the finances and the spending, expenditure. So you're good with money. You're the sort of person who accumulates money over your lifetime, and you're generally blessed. You find resources when you need them. Even resources in terms of friends, colleagues, people that you need help from, connections. So yeah, you have all the resources. You're also stable, grounded. As you mature, you would notice that you've become more grounded. Instead of this fiery sort of a person, you might even be more forgiving. You might let go of things easily. You're someone who can be spiritual also. I think you're somewhere guided and blessed by the universe, pile number 3. Whether you see it that way or not, but you are blessed, and you have good talents also. So you have a lot of things at your disposal which make you powerful. It's your intellect, it's your big heart, it's your intellect, your intelligence, the way you use it. I think multi-talents I'm getting in this pile. So you are blessed. You should have more gratitude also, pile number 3. So you are a powerful person, especially you are a powerful enemy. So people should not make an enemy out of you. That's what I'm getting overall. I hope this resonated with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You can join the membership and check it out. And if you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, you want to support the channel, you can watch the ads in the videos, watch the video for longer. You can like, share, subscribe, all of that. That helps me out. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.